Why is Puerto Rico special? How is it different from any states in the United States or any country? In this video, I have a few reasons you should move to Puerto Rico. So if you are interested, keep on watching. As you may know, Puerto Rico is a very small island, yet it has its own music, it has its own culture, its own food. This is amazing. So if you don't want to live here, at least come visit. So let's get started with the numero uno reason why you should move to Puerto Rico. And that is because it is short distance from the US. So if you gotta come and go to visit your family in the US, it's pretty easy, pretty short flights. Obviously, it depends where you are located, but I would say if you're like on the east side of the states or the south or southeast, you are so close to here, so you can come and go as you please. If you're from Florida, it's like 2 to 3 hours. If it's from New York, it's like less than 4 hours. And the best part is that you don't even need a passport to come here because this is a US territory. It's a Commonwealth of the United States, so no passports needed. The second reason you should move to Puerto Rico, or at least visit, actually this should have been the number one reason because this is a very important one. But anyways, number two are the beaches here. We have so many different beaches here. You can pick a different beach every single day and not get bored. You can go all around the island and just pick one. And most of the beaches are free around here, so that's amazing. And we even have one of the top most beautiful beaches in the world. I mean, I'm not inventing this, look it up. The third reason is that English is the second language here. Since this is a US territory, they teach English here from pre-K all the way through college, so everyone's taking English class here. And also there are some schools here that are all in English, like all the subjects are in English. That's a great thing. And I think if you're in the metro area like San Juan or like the bigger cities, people tend to speak or understand English a little bit more than if you go to the countryside. So if you don't speak Spanish or understand Spanish, I think you can survive here. The fourth reason is actually one of the most important ones on this list, and it's the culture. The culture here is so rich, not in money, I'm not talking about that. It's rich, it's unique, it's just so different from the US. And the people, the Puerto Ricans, they just love to party. They find any excuse to go to a festival, a party, a gathering. They love food, they like drinking, they just love having a good time. The holiday and Christmas season here are so awesome. I feel like they are the longest in the whole world. They start super early and they end like late January. And Christmas here, before the pandemic, they had the parrandas, which is like a gathering of people with instruments and singing, and they go door to door, and it's amazing. I remember those when I was little, but I haven't gone to one in decades. Traigo esta trulla para que te levantes. In addition, the vibe here is very relaxed and chill. People are so friendly, most of them. They're friendly, they're humble. I don't know, there's just different from New York. I was in New York for 16 years, and comparing it, it's like over here I'm like more relaxed. I walk slower. In New York, I walk so fast and I'm so stressed out. So it's a very different vibe here. The fifth reason is the weather. The average temperature here is 80 degrees, which is 26 Celsius, and this is all year round. So I would say the range of the temperature is like 70 up to 90. Obviously it could go up and it could go down, but that is usually the range. The humidity here is super crazy. My hair is like super nasty most days. And I would say the coldest month is January. This January and February, I was wearing a sweater here in the house because I was so cold. It was only 73 degrees and I was wearing a sweater. Even though I'm used to New York cold weather, I was freezing here. When you live here, you just get cold, and it doesn't matter if you lived in New York or in Alaska or in Canada, you're gonna feel cold here. And obviously the summer here is the hottest, which is June, July, and August. The number 6 reason is low cost of living, and I'm only referring to houses. I think if you go to the countryside or like a country town around here, you're gonna pay less for a house and it's more affordable. And if you go to the metro area, you're gonna pay a little more, but it's still more affordable than in the States. So you're gonna be paying in the metro area more for rent, more for condos, and more for the house in compared to the countryside. But still, it's more affordable here. Also, an important thing to know, to my understanding, not everyone pays property taxes here. So some people pay for property taxes and some do not. Number 7 on the list is food. And even though I'm not a food person, I had to include it on this list because I'm sure some of you are food people. Let me tell you, it's so hard not to gain weight here because all the delicious food and variety around me that I didn't have in New York. It's just, I'm surrounded by it, and how could you say no to it? All the fried food, all the traditional food that we have here, like pasteles, mofongo, empanadillas, relleno de papa, the list goes on. So much variety, so many plates of this traditional Puerto Rican food. It's just amazing. And can I get a piña colada? Now, there are many more reasons, but this is the last reason I'm giving you. The next one is corporate tax incentives. So Puerto Rico offers only a 4% of corporate taxes. This was done to boost the economy here, to lure those corporations and million-dollar companies and investors into the island. They get the 4% of tax relief, and it benefits the island, you know, the economy here. Now, from what I know, this is only for million-dollar companies and not for small businesses. So if you're interested in that tax relief, make sure you do your research. And that is it for now. If you want to see my day-to-day life here in Puerto Rico, make sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is somewhere around here. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Watch my other videos as well, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, is Puerto Rico. How? And the number one. The third reason is that US, why I keep saying US? Say, so you don't even need a passport. What passport? A passport? So everyone is taking English. I can't say English. Now I do feel that if you are in more, I feel like they start so early and they ate to come here and you know, drawing corporations, empanadillas de pizza. Yes. You could check me out. No, don't check me out.